In towards turn 5 they will come, but Callas has the inside line. I don't think Avega's going to have the grunt to just go round the outside. Callas might just give him the squeeze as well, but Avega never gives up, but finally has to yield that position. He's into 4th place at the moment. So, picking up a slipstream along turn 2, that's out.
And somewhere around 3rd or 4th place as it stands. But the longer, of course, it goes on, the further away potentially other drivers are going to get. But
and they'll want to keep him out, I expect. Julian Hanses has now caught up with Max Rice, so this is for 5th place. And the BMW once again looking mighty. The flashing of the lights, anything to get Max Rice to look at the mirror at the very point back behind. But no hurry here. There's no challenge from behind. He can take his time, doesn't need to take any risks. Putting the pressure onto Leo Pickler, trying to force him to go deep into the corner. Now the Audi pulls alongside the Porsche. He's going to try and go the long way around. Leo Pickler doesn't really have anything to defend with. And sailing to the lead of the race, Nico Hanske takes vulnerable to Julian Hanses. You can see the car just wobbling a little bit under braking, and then back on the acceleration. This is your 1, 2, 3 in the race. The 3 podium contenders all running together. Hanses has a look to the outside, a much tighter line from Tim Zimmerman there on that corner. But now Hanses has a little look at the gap. Zimmerman slams the door in his face. Now Hanses with
his places on the first lap, going from 5th down to 9th. He's got 2 of them back now, back up into 7th place. We'll see what his speed is like now as well, because he's, for the first time in the whole race really, got a bit of a clear track in front of him. They bounce and thud over the curbs on the way out through that final turn. I was keeping an eye there on the other Mustang, side by side, looking for a move down the inside of the BMW of Holtzen was Dennis Fetzer, and that means he's slow on the throttle.
In towards turn 8, has a little look to the outside, but can't really take it the long way around. But if he can hold it long enough, he'd have the inside for the next corner. But Valente in the Audi looks to have him covered off at the moment. So I have a feeling that Alex Fack is going to stay out as late as possible. I reckon Leighton Furry, with a clear track in front of him, is going to try and leave it late in the window as well before he hands over to Tim Zimmerman. Lots of fighting further back. Moritz Viska come into the pits in the number 17 car. Well, no, actually, Marek Buchmann and Anton Abbey, they're sharing the driving duties on that, so Buchmann will be taking over that one. Cedric Fuchs is coming in to hand over to Joel Mesh in the number 12 car, and also the 23 car, so that'll be a swap for Benjamin.
We go on board with Kevin Estre for KUS Team 75 Bernhard, then chasing down Matteo Jaminet in the number 99 car ahead. The long drag up to turn number 2, inside or outside. Well, sometimes the outside can work, exactly as Kevin Estre has done it. Basically sells a dummy to Matteo Jaminet. Jaminet thinks he's going to try and come around the outside, leaves the inside open, and therefore Kevin Estre just...
to that car. Here comes Nicky Katzberg. He's challenging Jules Gounon. Up ahead of him, that's Marco Mappelli and Konsta Lappalainen. And Marco Mappelli finding a route past. It's Lamborghini versus Lamborghini. Up onto the 90-degree banking of turn 3. It's 12th place that belongs to Marco Mappelli. Hurtling clearly doesn't have the pace to match the Porsches at the moment, because Rafa Renhofer also queuing up to get involved. So the car that started on pole position now just about shuffled down to 3rd place, and a penalty lap has been awarded to Gabriella Piana for leaving the track and gaining an advantage. So 5th place Gabriella Piana is going to have to slow down and drive through the penalty corner. So everybody makes it around. No, they don't. That's Tim Hooter having a bit of a wild moment coming out of the corner, and I hope he can get that going again. He's kept it out of the fence, but Sandra Holzem has fended off Salmon Vega. But what a great start for Nicholas Callas, up into 4th place. So the Mustang looking very strong. Another Mustang going wide. Also the
on top, and Finn Wiebelhaus was on a mission, wasn't he, on that last couple of laps of the race. That was him charging past one Mustang. Dennis Fetzer then making contact with the front left corner of Alex Fack's car, that then immediately stopped, so he retired from the race, and Wiebelhaus then went and got past the other Mustang of Callas to get up to 5th place. So in the end, Vega and Wiebelhaus from near the back of the grid have ended up outscoring the championship leaders by a couple of points, because the Razoon enough it will be to wrap up the championship title as it stands, as Max Rice is forced to go wide because of all the pressure that's coming. He dips the wheel off onto the grass, which is mud, which also has puddles on it, and there he goes just super wide, way over the very wet painted curbs there, trying to hang on to this position through turn 1, the Nord curve. It's almost dry there under braking into turn 2, but the car is dancing all over the place. The back end almost. The Lamborghini pairing of Yildirim and Jonas will move into the Pro-Am lead by a point. That's a replay of Cecotto being sent off wide coming out of the left-hander at turn 10, and that was where he lost the place to the Porsche of Simon Birch, back ahead of Birch because he's been told to give the position back, and he had to wait a long time because he got quite a long way up the road, so to give the position back he had to ease off.
It's over. May well be in a very strong position if he can remain there at the moment, as Holzem ducks to the inside of Dennis Fetzer, gives him the squeeze. That was a good textbook move. Alex Fack in 6th place, trying to follow through and relieve Fetzer of that 5th place. They head down towards turn 4, so Fetzer now behind. The Mustang is filling his mirrors and is going to be challenging out along the Parabolica. Wiebelhaus will not want to waste any time moving to the inside, under braking into the hairpin. He takes that tighter line. Zimmermann takes it deep into the corner, tries to cut back, but Wiebelhaus has the grunt on the exit of the corner. Now will Tim Zimmermann be able to come back at him into turn 7 and then to the left-hander into turn 8? No, he won't, because Wiebelhaus... No, absolutely, and it's a real strategy, isn't it? We're just looking here quickly at the championship leaders. So Enrico Ferderer and Alex Connor are running side by side. So Ferderer muscling up into 4th place, so that's going to be valuable points.
I'm quite confident that they know what to do.
You have great insight, having raced for Pro Sport and won 2 championships with them, just for the record. Right, Lachlan Robinson challenging Emil Hart.
1. So with the rain coming down, all the cars are shod with slick tyres, which means grip will be at a premium. Contact there from Christian Engelhardt. He was really rather pushed into that by the Porsche, to be fair. Here we can go on board with Christian Engelhardt. You can see the swipe come from the right-hand side, and that means that he made contact with the BMW as well. In the number 24 Audi is one of the most experienced drivers in the field of the GT Masters, and that's Markus Winkelhock spinning.
Mad Panda goes wide, and Wiesova is back through and into the lead. With no further rain expected, it seems that anybody on wet weather tyres has made the wrong choice. That is exactly the case for Ezequiel Perez-Capangi. He goes wide into turn 3. Easy prey for Janis Fitcher, who comes diving through the 2 cars, making contact. Someone else spinning on that turn 3. The seat of the car is not up to speed himself. The car has cooled down slightly, so this could be the opportunity for Enrico Ferderer, but he cannot throw it all away. He ducks to the inside of the OnlyFans car, and Enrico Ferderer is a big fan of car 92 as he makes his way past and into that 3rd place. Now, has Heidel got anything to come back for the last of the podium positions into turn 4? So similar pace to Janis Fitcher. He may well be able to challenge both of the cars in front as they head up the hill towards turn 3. Wiebelhaus to the inside, under braking. Can he get it slowed down? Yes, he can. Max Rice, though, has the momentum around the wide outside. Out towards turn 4, they will come. Rice still in that position. Wiebelhaus just net as well. Emil Yildirim will be very, very keen to make up from the disappointment that he picking up that 10th place grid drop as we look back at Sandro Holzem in another of the mighty Mustangs, and there is Salmon Vega. 3 Mustangs in this race. Jonathan Cecotto had a lively time in quali this Leo Pickler. Having a look again on this flat out corner, the Parabolica, great bit of circuit, great opportunity. And then he'd got the job done long before they'd hit the breaking point into the hairpin.
This result actually here at this circuit of 9th, but the year before he had 3 second-place finishes. Cossetting, though, so having slipped from the lead of the race down to 4th place. Fack has got to keep an eye on the mirrors because Nico Hanke's going to try and lunge down the inside at Tarzan. He's halfway alongside in the Audi, but not fully alongside, and Fack keeps his foot buried. That then allows the next car in the train.
Now, investigation, car 6. Well, there's proof of that one.
Involved, yeah.
Felix Hersiger, a very rapid pilot. Great to have him here. Left a bit of debris on the inside of that corner as well. I'm wondering whether there's going to need to be some kind of full course yellow to move that.
Most from that car. 4th place, though. He is falling away from Nico Hanke's Audi.
It is a steep learning curve for the entire team as they get to grips with that car. On the previous lap, Salmon Vega was the quickest of anybody in Sector 2. Nico Hanke in Sector 1. Your drivers coming through and doing well as we look there at the number 12 car, Joel Mesh. with the 70 car, Luca Ling, who's always an entertainer here. 75 points on the table, so still plenty to play for. Somebody goes through, not going to get any additional sponsorship from Pirelli doing that, are you? So that goes scattering everywhere.
They head up towards turn number 2, and this is Jens Klingmann in the BMW that he shares with Christopher Zöchling, the MRS car, and it looks like this could be a race retirement. What a shame, a bitter blow, because had been driving so well. Let's catch up with Jens Klingmann. What went wrong?
Third place, Christian Engelhardt has Arthur Rougier for company. The Lamborghini, following the Porsche, has a little look on the inside, but Engelhardt has the faster line around the bank, turn 3, and then up the hill. BMW's trying to come through, but he's not giving up, is he? Up towards turn 3. What was that I said about making it easy? He goes to the outside, last of the late breakers, up the hill, into the right-hander, and he's fighting back, isn't he? So Benjamin Silvesterson not having it all easy into the controversial turn 4, looking for his best result in ADAC GT4.